Well, everybody, thanks for joining me here in the meantime from Arizona, talking about my takeaways from day one, actually, of NetSuite SuiteWorld happening right now in Las Vegas. Interesting conference for two main reasons. First of all, as you all know, Oracle has acquired NetSuite. We'll talk about that. Secondly, because the event has moved. It has always been in San Jose at the convention center, now for the first time in Las Vegas, which has helped the event a more popular destination, as we learned from NetSuite, no surprise, than San Jose, which is a little bit further out and definitely not as much as a party location as Las Vegas. So 7,000 attendants instead of 5,000 in San Jose, so that's a considerable jump in growth and interest happening into NetSuite and the SuiteWorld events. So second thing, of course, is Oracle has acquired NetSuite. Who else to dissipate concerns of customers, users, partners, the ecosystem? Then CEO Mark Hurt, who was there, he shared, and I think it was for the first time, that Oracle spent close to $9.3 billion acquiring NetSuite. An interesting, which he shared, probably the highest, if not the second largest acquisition Oracle has ever done. I think Hurt did a good job saying that Oracle clearly does not want to break anything at NetSuite. Hurt went so far as to say there's clear instructions of anybody at Oracle to not interfere with NetSuite. But what Oracle wants to bring on the flip side is scale and sell NetSuite in more places around the world, and this manifests itself in more sales offices. I think it's a teenage number. It will be in my blog post if you care for the specific number. It manifests itself in more data center locations. Data center locations are important, and we'll get to that from another aspect too, from data residency and privacy, but also performance perspective. And last but not least, development locations where NetSuite has a bunch of them. The whole number now goes into, of course, multiple dozens where Oracle's active. So I think in net, it was very clear to the audience, to the participants there, that the benefits of NetSuite now being part of Oracle and scaling even more are very, very clear. It should have, I think, in my view, addressed the immediate concerns now future will tell from anybody thinking that NetSuite is now getting ripped out or taken away. That's clearly not the case, at least from what Mark Hurt said very clearly here and what Oracle has said all the time along before. Second key takeaway, and as somebody who future of work covers HR space, very sad that Oracle acquired NetSuite from the perspective of stealing the headlines, but it was right to address that concern first. But NetSuite, pretty much the last ERP vendor who said we have to do something about HR and announced Suite people. So finally, the suite gets complete, hence the title of my webcast here. And that's an important step. I've been dinging NetSuite before for its diverse, kind of like wearing HR strategy. Was first of all, we don't need any HR. Then we have to partner with lots of people. And they acquired one of those 6 or 7 different startups, Tribe HR, so it was going to be built by itself. And they stopped that. Before that, I forgot they partnered with Oracle, from all things. Put this actually out in a tweet for suggested pre-NetSuite SuiteWorld reading. And then said they're going to partner with Ultimate Software, one of the best enterprise partnerships I've seen working, where both partners really pointed to each other. And now they're going to say they're going to build things by themselves, having things themselves, not starting from complete scratch, because little known, NetSuite always had a payroll. There's always discussions, payroll part of HR, always payroll part of finance. NetSuite had it as part of finance, not with all the I's and E's, but already has the advantage to have some customers and starting in the HR core side, the payroll and compliance side. So a good start from that. Not very often new HR systems are coming out. The last time this happened from large vendor was Infor. That's over 2 years ago, and now recently is also happening under the hoods, probably with Microsoft. So good to see that the suite gets complete. And last but not least, Jim McGeever, who's kind of like taking over the Master of Ceremony roles from Zach Nelson, who for the first time didn't chair the event. So good job by Jim, Mr. McGeever, I'm sure the first name is. He cares a lot for customers going successful, so Suite Success is the methodology that NetSuite uses. It now has a vertical flavor, which, surprise, surprise, if it works, helps customers to implement things even faster, cheaper, and better. So always good when implementation technologies are implemented and work. So my overall point of view, a great start of the SuiteWorld for NetSuite and Oracle. I think Hurt has addressed the typical concerns which are with an acquisition. It's very clear Oracle wants to make NetSuite stronger and sell it more. Now we have to see if that really works. Very excited about having finally one of the last ERP vendors who didn't have something for the biggest expense of most enterprises, which is people. Now with Suite people, so it's good to see that NetSuite has filled this final gap in what always used to be a very strong SMB suite. I hope that all this wind back in Arizona made this broadcast working better, because I had some blackouts in my car ride. Apologies for that. This was Holger Mueller from Constellation Research with my takeaways from NetSuite SuiteWorld 2017. Follow me in tons of tweets, including a storyfy out there already at HolgerMU. That is HOLGERMU. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.